Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to the World Cup 2025. We've got a pretty exciting matchup here for you today until a short break afterwards. But we're going to be kicking it off here with Romania at seed number 12 versus New Zealand in seed number 16 here. Should be, on paper, a fairly close matchup. Some interesting stats to talk about with regards to the score differences between these two teams in the qualifiers, and Romania coming off of a bit of an upset, I would say, yesterday against Finland and losing that match 5-1, going up against New Zealand, who are currently 2-0 in their group and looking like they are going to be making it out of the group almost certainly at this point, barring a very specific edge case, but here to play again today and probably in my eyes looking like the favorites. But I'm Mabs, and joining me today, alongside a very special guest that we will introduce shortly, is none other than Vordy. Vordy, my friend, how are you doing? It's good to cast with you again here on OWC. It's been a year, but we're back.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, Mavs. And yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, on paper, just off seeding, should be very close. 12 up against seed 16, a very high-quality matchup. Don't see too many matchups in this group stage with such a high average seeding. But New Zealand on a bit of a tear. They're 2-0. It's their last match of the group stage, and if they win this one, they'll end up the group's 3-0. Romania, as you mentioned, had that loss up against Finland, a little bit of an upset, especially in terms of seeding. So Romania looking to strike back against New Zealand in this one. But as you mentioned, we do have a very special guest. And joining along us on the TriCast is, none other than the greatest circle clicker in the known universe. We've been scouting, we've been looking for aliens and other planets who can do it better than this guy, but nobody can. Emrek, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Yo, what's up, guys? We're back at it again with another OWC match. Why are you laughing? Wait, why is everyone laughing?
Yeah, Emrek.
Yeah.
Nothing, man.
Yeah. Okay,
it's
anyway.
good. It's good to have Emrek here, man. Like, it's just gonna add some flavor to the cast. I love it. I love it already.
Yes.
How you feeling about the match?
Yo, low-key, I'm feeling New Zealand's gonna destroy them. High-key, I'm sorry for my Romanian fellas, but this match, anyways, I'm really okay. It's about to be some heat.
Yep.
On everything. On
GMAR, we're gonna have some heat in this one. Yeah, no, I'm feeling it. I hope this is a close match.
On cat PvP in the chat. So let's go. I'm excited.
Yeah, everyone hit that for sure. But we've got bans already coming out here. These teams really do want to get into the match. And we can see a hidden 2 ban coming out from New Zealand. Makes sense. Romania, the favored team out of qualifiers on both of the hiddens. And a DT2 ban, interestingly, coming out from Romania, which is the speed pick. Now, New Zealand, you would think, the better mechanics team, the better speed team in general. But actually, in qualifiers, New Zealand lost DT2 by 700k against Romania, which was shocking to me. I was so surprised to see that statistic. But this is a completely different pool, completely different star rating, so Romania opting to ban that one out this time, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, in this group stage so far, New Zealand already played this double time too, and they got a nice 3.9 million score line, all S ranks, the lowest score being 800k. So at this lower star rating, they are more than comfortable playing the tapping. So a very fair ban that'll leave Nomad 2 open for them later on if they want to pick into that. But it's going to be Romania to pick into this double time 3 aim control, snappy aim double time. Romania played this one and had a 3.8 million team score, so very confident on the double time 3. This is something both teams should be pretty good on, so this should be a highly contested, highly played first pick from Romania.
It's a nuts team score. 3.9 mil from Romania on this, so definitely makes sense to go for this pick first. Yeah, some snap aim sort of consistency on this DT3. Should be getting into it here very shortly. Players coming into the lobby. Badu, Eternum in there. Nice little name change, ETN. Here's the main core for New Zealand. Here they are. Psyche, Kyujin, Osbert, and Psyche number 2, also known as Emilbus. Gonna be coming into the lobby. And Romania as well, also a team with like a core 4 that we're gonna see a lot. Well, a core 3, I would say, mainly. You're seeing a lot of Badu, Eternum, obviously, and Origin in for a lot of maps as well.
Always nice to have a confident core who can kind of just play every map, because it just takes the pressure away from if you're sort of only in for 1 or 2 maps, the pressure is so much higher to have to perform on those maps. But if you kind of play everything, then you have time to settle in. So Romania's first pick here on this double time 3. What do you think about this map, Emmerich?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool map. Though, to be honest, I've never seen the map before, but it looks pretty cool. The background is pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be a banger. That'd be a banger.
Yeah.
I was actually wondering if, obviously, you're on Team Australia that's already in the top 8, so you didn't have to play group stage. But I was still wondering if you would just look at the group stage maps just to kind of know what your teams are playing. But seemingly the answer is no. Got better things to do.
Yeah. Confidence is key. Anyways, they're hitting the circles pretty well right now. Yeah, awesome.
They are going crazy. Wow. You mentioned that you played a scrim the other day, so I thought maybe you played this one. No, didn't know. But I would say it's a pretty cool map. This one's one of the more interesting, fun maps in the pool for me personally. But you can see early on, no one's really struggling with it too much. They are hitting the circles very well, as you mentioned, Emmerich. No one is missing any of the circles actually.
Yeah. Wow. Very skilled players, as we can see. Like, no breaks yet. Yeah. Wow. This is really impressing me.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. W match.
Here we go. This actually is pretty impressive. There we go. Finally, a meal bus is the first to find a drop. 7 FC still on the board though. So New Zealand are going to start to fall behind. This is Romania's pick, so it is to be expected. About the halfway point, and they do still have this 4-way intact. See if they can build that. Beat that 3.9 million that they got yesterday. We will have to see very shortly here. So they still hold on to this 4-way, Vorty. They are kind of going crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they're currently on pace to beat that 3.9 million. All FCs intact. New Zealand not too far behind with that break from SkyQ. Going to reduce any chance of New Zealand being able to take this break point, as they just have those 2 FCs left. Emil Bus building up that recovery combo, but Romania, Badu, the first to break Romania, but still that 3-way over 300k score lead should be done for them as long as they can close out this ending.
All right, I think Romania's got in the bag since there is a 400k lead, but wow, 3-way. Okay.
The turnip.
All good. 2-way FC.
That's the Emmerich curse right there. That was that's great. We're 1-0 for Emmerich curses so far, so we can add that to the score as well. Makes all 3 Romanian players drop their FCs. That's maybe like a never before seen.
Instantly as well. You got a talent by this Emmerich. Normally it takes a bit before you can build the curses up.
That isn't even a bad team score from New Zealand. I don't know. Like 3 1.1 millions basically. Wow.
Yeah, Romania kind of the goats on this. They had a 3.9 million yesterday, and then they just drop a 4-something million then. So they actually beat their team score from yesterday. Not sure what that is overall, but would be definitely close to number 1, if not the number 1 score on that of the group stage.
It's definitely up there, but as Emmerich mentions, New Zealand still a really good competing score. They lose the Romania's first pick, but 3.7 million is something to scoff at, and I think New Zealand has just been performing at such a high level on pretty much everything. So I can't imagine Romania will have any opportunity for a free pick. New Zealand will always be right behind them as they go for the Hard Rock 1. So they're going into the Hard Rock Mechanics Consistency pick. Hard Rock is skill set they are phenomenal at. They can truly compete with the best of them on this slot.
Yeah, I would say like some of the top teams on Hard Rock Consistency, New Zealand have a shot at taking points against. Very, very good on specifically like Hard Rock Consistency, as you mentioned. They actually won both the Hard Rocks against Romania in the qualifiers by 1 million and 300k respectively. So that Hard Rock 1, that consistency slot, like just mopping the floor with Romania in comparison. So this should be very convincing for New Zealand on paper, but you know how these Hard Rock 1s tend to go. You can kind of miss anywhere. A little bit RNG, some would say.
Yeah, and I mean, I think out of all the players from New Zealand that you're looking to go the distance on this, it's SkyQ. SkyQ is already FC this map, one of the best hard rock consistency players in the game. So this should be well in his comfort zone, but an FC is never guaranteed, no matter how good you are, so we'll still have to keep those nerves in check as New Zealand looks to put the point on the board, but on a very confident skill set for them.
And I would expect them to follow this up with probably a Hard Rock 2 pick at some point in this match as well. But we will have to see. New Zealand also very strong on those free mods. That's something we can expect them to probably also be picking at some point in the match. Whether or not Romania played the free mods? Romania have played free mod 1, and that is all. And New Zealand did destroy them on it. So New Zealand's strategy this match is probably going to be looking like things like Hard Rock, potentially a DT1, and those free mods. So it makes sense as per the script so far. As we're ready up here for the Hard Rock 1, we're going to be seeing the exact same 8 players in for this.
Yeah, and you mentioned before, I think having a player like Psyche who's so comfortable on the Hard Rock, and then having a player like Kyujin, even a Mealbus and an Osbert, who are also good on Hidden, make their free mod team just extremely strong, extremely varied. But here we go into this Hard Rock 1. Consistency is going to be the name of the game, as a Mealbus with an early miss, Chain missing that entire first burst, but shouldn't matter too much in the end.
You a fan of Hard Rock 1s, Emmerich? Do you like picking this slot, generally, in tourney?
Actually, Hard Rock 1 is one of my most nerve-wracking picks, just because.
Yep.
Like, I think genuinely, I don't really like Hard Rock, just because it's like kind of RNG. But New Zealand, they are genuinely a very Hard Rock heavy team. Like a lot of them have very large areas, so on paper they're usually a lot more comfortable on position type stuff. So I'm not very shocked by this pick.
Yeah, for sure. Hard Rock, like you said, it's a very volatile skill set. Unless it's just like kind of the mod you sit there and play all day, which New Zealand players, a lot of them definitely do. Especially that the one we talk about a lot, Psyche, loves this mod. And you can see so far, they aren't winning the Hard Rock 1. Milbus did have that early chain miss, and that is the only miss we've seen so far in the entire lobby. As we're about 1/4 of the way through this map, Romania still holding onto this 4-way, looking to make up for their underperformance, I would say, yesterday against Finland, and kicking things off in this match so far very strongly. But it's early days in the map as we approach the halfway point, and they continue to hold onto this 4-way, but I don't imagine it will be lasting.
I mean, you just can't. Yeah, you can't expect all these combos to hold. And Origin is going to be the first to go.
Ooh. I don't even think it's the first hard part yet. So there might be more breaks to come. But however, that is really good for New Zealand, and it's all slips away.
Especially with the nerves building too, right? Just always worth mentioning. It's just 3.5 minutes, Hard Rock consistency. You need an area reset at some point, like the pen starts slipping, your hand's getting sweaty, there goes Eternum, slips off the tablet. He's down. It's just Kahest and Badu now to hold on for Romania, and all of a sudden, it's a near 4-way for New Zealand. A Mealbus on the reverse choke, but it's practically a 4-way, as now Romania are just left with the 2.
Wow, very impressive stuff. Why aren't they on the Australian roster?
Why are these people not Australian?
Why did we not pick these guys up? Why didn't we?
It's a short flight, dude. Just take a couple-hour flight. Land in Australia, land in Melbourne, Sydney, and you're good to go, dude.
And as we say, that Psyche misses.
Oh, wow.
The main player you'd expect to hold, but Psyche fortunately has the team behind him. Is Kyujin, Osbert, Mealbus basically on an FC, all holding. Kyujin misses, but it's... Okay, never mind, Kahesta's gone. No combos left from Romania, which pretty much spells doom for them on this pick. It's New Zealand to close it out as they have all of the combo and all of the score lead.
Wow, what a convincing pick from the Australians.
from the Australians with red stars.
From the Australians with 4 stars in the flag. This is an amazing performance. 600k difference.
This is actually an amazing performance. I wonder if this beats the team score from yesterday. I think it does. They did get a really good team score on this yesterday.
It's going to be close. It depends on how they close it, but I believe, yes, now it surpasses their previous Hard Rock 1 performance. And with the Osbert Hard Rock
has a seizure at the end of that slider. I don't know if anyone caught that.
Yeah, that's very impressive. Osbert comes in today. It was Psyche, yes. Well, actually, I would say it was just Psyche yesterday, but no, Osbert actually FC'd this both times they've played it. He's FC'd it with pretty much the same exact accuracy as well. He got 987k on this yesterday and then got 986k on it today. So the double FC from Osbert on the Hard Rock 1, that's incredible stuff. That's great.
Yeah, the consistency is fantastic, especially from a player who I think generally is known to be really good on hidden, but I think recently over the last couple of years has pretty much improved at everything and now is a mainstay for the New Zealand team. Lots of improvement from Osbert there, and Romania look to pick their next map. They held together pretty well for the first half of that Hard Rock 1, but kind of just fell apart in the consistency, which I think honestly might give New Zealand just a little bit of pause in the Hard Rock 2. I still think they should pick it, but with the map being shorter, a bit more volatile, a bit more rhythmic, which can play into some of Romania's strengths, might make that a bit more of a scary pick, but it's going to be Romania to pick the reading map, unsurprisingly, no mod 3, after having the hidden 2 banned away from them.
Here we go. Chocolate Disco, are you excited to cast 4 minutes of 4-star patterns, Emmerich?
I'm very excited because, you know, this is more my caliber, actually. 4 stars.
Is your speed.
I'm like, I'd be very surprised if we see an FC on 4 stars. That is, wow, immensely difficult. I can't even imagine.
Yeah. But jokes aside, it is actually, you know, a tough one to FC. Look, I'll say the least, because when you have nerves, especially, you're playing approach rate 7. And a lot of these like weird, funny overlaps, you just misread when you're nervous. I don't know. You can practice it and FC it 6 times in practice, and then you're in the match, and you're like, oh, why is that circle there? I don't remember that being there.
The nerve check is big, and I think a huge part about maps like this, especially for some of the patterns where you have stacks, but it's not like 1/4. You have to kind of take your time in between the taps. If you just kind of go autopilot, you're used to generally playing at least AR9, if not AR10 and higher. If you go autopilot, brain off, you just tap as soon as you see the approach circle. You over tap, you lose your combo, you lose your score. So it takes a lot of focus, a lot of control, a lot of nerves to actually hold it together on maps like this. And we've been seeing a lot of higher, really mechanically skilled players struggle holding combo on this kinds of maps. So although it's 4 stars, it is still no joke to hold it together all the way for this.
And Romania actually didn't pick this in their match against Finland yesterday. So the only score we've actually seen from both of these teams is from New Zealand, and it was a 2.54 million almost. 2.54 million. And they had, I believe, a double FC? Or a single FC from Emilbus and a near FC from Kyujin. And then they had a pretty solid score from Pi, who is jumping in the lobby here again, and a bit of a rough one as the 4th there from Osbert, so maybe not a full 4-man for these low approach rate maps for New Zealand, which is a bit rough for them moving forward in the tournament, but, you know, I think most teams within, seed 16 and above, even seed 10 and above, probably have at least one skill set where they're just not going to have a 4-man roster, especially as this starts getting into later stages.
Yeah, and with a skill set like this, low AR, you don't always have 4 confident players. Could be a practice difference, though. I mean, Osbert last time got 250k, but maybe over the day, over the week, play this a little bit more, see if that manifests. But right now, for New Zealand, they're riding on Kyujin and Emilbus for the full combos. Again, hopefully, as Pregnancy, what a username, finds the first miss on the sides of Romania.
Yeah, forgot about that one as I was prepping for the match. Yep, Pregnancy is in the lobby, has entered the lobby, and will be jumping in for the 4-star AR7 map, which is perfect. But other than that, everyone else holding onto their FCs. It's only Pregnancy who's had the early miss.
It's just not real, dude. How am I watching Pregnancy play a 4-star map alongside Emmerich? It just doesn't make sense. The timeline isn't right.
It's certainly an interesting name, but jokes aside, I actually think this could be a scary pick considering New Zealand's scores. This all banks on Origin and Eternum, kinda. Like I think Badu, I think we can all agree that I'm not gonna say auto FC, but I think 99 out of 100 times he FCs.
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree.
I would agree, yeah. I mean, especially
New
on
Zealand-
like this is an easier reading map too. So yeah.
But New Zealand, they also have Pi or P. Oh, and as I say that, they get 2 breaks.
Ooh. That's a huge drop because that's a Psyche in the bottom right, known as a Milbus, was their biggest score yesterday, and they're only FC. So losing one of them now. Pi had a decent score, obviously a chance to rake at an FC here and make up for that miss. Kyujin as well with a big score yesterday, so there's still chance, but Romania are not giving much leeway as they still have a 4-way and Kyujin drops the FC. Now it's all on Pi. There goes pregnancy.
Goodbye.
I'm not gonna say what I thought. Never mind.
Yeah.
A 3-way. Yeah, look, there was a joke there that doesn't need to be repeated. But the 3-way is still intact here for Romania, which is good for them moving into their second pick.
Yeah, looking
Just
promising.
Pi from New Zealand. And, I mean, yeah, so far, very good performance from Romania. New Zealand playing a little bit below their standard last time, but Romania is showing what they can do here, and Badu on the near SS right now. If there is any player in this group stage who is a lock for this map, it is just Badu. I think you could bet lives on this FC here from Badu and still be pretty confident that you'll be fine. But a tournament origin right behind him, as Romania is going to look to close this one out in dominant fashion here.
If he missed right when you said that, I would have cracked up.
I'm that confident. I'm not even slightly scared, dude.
Origin.
Not even slightly scared. Origin does miss. Yeah, good catch. That is a big one to lose, but I don't know if it really matters. Look, we're already 600k in the lead, and Badu's got this on lock. Eternum is right there as well with the FC, and there really is nothing on the side of New Zealand. I mean, we've got a 700 combo from a Milbus, but it's nothing. There goes Eternum, but
Trade.
yeah. I mean, even if Badu misses, it's match over.
He won't, though. I hope so. I have a lot riding on this. I have lives
Yeah.
riding on this. We saw the miss from Pi as well. Won't be the full combo from New Zealand. Milbus doing their best in the recovery, but will be for naught. As Badu, for Romania, does close it out. The lock is indeed locked.
Absolute dominance.
Yeah. I mean, you've versed Badu, right, in solo tourneys before, Amrek? Like, Corsair's closed and stuff? I mean, I don't recall exactly, but how do you feel playing a reading map into Badu? Is it scary?
If it's memorization, then yes, I almost
Yeah.
permaban it. There's no way you're
Yeah,
winning
yeah.
memorization against Badu. Trust me. I've played. He's legit like King Vaughn, if you know what I mean. He is the King Vaughn of memorization. But Hidden 2, you know, I've beaten him before. I think Hidden 2 is
Doable.
doable. But memorization, hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
That makes sense. Generally, like, especially when the Hidden 2 is like a more just sort of generic, like, aim, low AR test. Probably much more doable, right? Yeah, because it's like not much of a memory test, like you said. But yeah, New Zealand now to pick. Both teams taking their points. Script going according to plan so far, and New Zealand, they've got some very, very good picks remaining here. They should be able to pull in a second point, I would say, pretty confidently, barring a bit of a fumble. But they've got the whole free mod pool to pick from. They've got potentially a DT1. They've got Hard Rock 2. They've got No Mod 2. They've got a lot of picks. I don't think they go anywhere other than maps I mentioned, though. I would be very surprised to see them go anywhere else other than, you know, those 5 or 6 picks.
Yeah, I mean, I think those maps is really the options. And they're going to go for the free mod 1. So picking in to the free mod strength New Zealand has, as we mentioned later, they have so many players who are just so confident on a variety of mods. And the last times we've seen New Zealand play this, they've actually overmodded it. So one time they had a double Hard Rock, double Hidden. I'll be surprised if we see that again. I'm a little bit dubious on modding this map. It's Air 9.2, it's aim control, it's very dense, so adding a hidden when you don't have to is a little bit rough, unless you're so confident on the full combo, or you're that comfortable with a hidden player, which I think very few people are for this pro trading. And then same thing for the Hard Rock, right? It's a lot harder to be consistent on the micro aim needed. So we'll see if New Zealand overmods like they did before. I can't imagine we'll see the 4-way overmod again though.
Yeah, they did have, the first time they played it, they just had the slight overmod like you mentioned, and then yesterday when they played this map, yeah, they had double Hard Rock, double Hidden, and one of the Hard Rocks was also on Hidden Hard Rock, so many overmods. For Romania, I'm not actually sure what their 4-man score was, because I believe they had like a DC or something near the end of the map. But assuming the 4th player was around the average score of their team, the total scores from these two teams on this map for this group stage is pretty close. New Zealand peaked at almost 3 mil as their best score. They've played this map twice so far in groups. And Romania probably had around that mid 2 mil mark, maybe a little higher. So should be a fairly close map, but it will be probably banking on whether or not, New Zealand take a big overmod, as you mentioned.
And I can understand the Hard Rock overmod if you just prefer the approach rating 10 and you're not super comfortable on the AR 9.2, but I think the hidden overmod is going a bit far, so I doubt they'll do that again, especially against Romania. They need to put up a good scoreline. They can't risk too much here. And actually, Emmerich, I've seen you kind of go, when you are playing free mods, I've seen you go various things. I think generally late stage, you usually opt in for the consistency no mod just to bank that FC. But what do you normally prefer to play if it was your choice?
I mean, I think the best thing you should do, the best player, the best mechanically player, or the most confident player should always go no mod. I think the most confident player going on anything other than no mod is completely in, right?
Okay.
Obviously, me and Box, we are almost always no mod unless Box has a comfort pick on hidden, which is almost just usually rough.
And
so
you could even attribute that to what New Zealand is doing now. A player like Psyche, I would say, is their star player, but Psyche's going to be more confident on this map with Hard Rock than he is on no mod AR 9.2. I can say that with almost complete certainty. So that's why Psyche's banking the Hard Rock. But absolutely, I think I would agree with you. I think always having the best players, the most consistent players on no mod is the play, especially in late stage, 100%. But early on here, seeing a break just from Kahest as we move into the first chorus. This map, very short, 1 minute 48 seconds, so we're not in for much of a long haul here. It's already getting into the first hard bit of the map, and there goes Origin, a second miss for Team Romania as New Zealand holding onto this 4-way strong, and if they can all get through this Ki with FCs, dare I say the map might already be over.
Most likely, but it won't be the 4-way with Kyujin missing on the hit, and Kahest, though, breaks on the no mod. Origin Eternum gone as well.
That's a 3-way break. Oh my god. Oh my. But yeah,
just Budu on the no mod, which they kind of agree with your logic. Putting Budu on the no mod is, similar strategy to what you were talking about before.
Yeah, I will say, it's definitely a shocker to me that New Zealand picks this map, considering they always overmod it. Because, I'm not gonna say, I mean, this map, emo dismissed, but anyways, this map 9.2 is still relatively easy, so to speak. For Romania, I mean, oh, let's try.
Oh, sense that. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's sealed. Look, this was not even close. Milbus did find that miss towards that second chorus, but other than that, it was just Kyujin to break. The double FC comes in for Team New Zealand. Osbert with the hidden Hard Rock FC.
Very nice.
Big scores from Osbert today on those Hard Rocks. And Psyche as well with the consistent 99 almost on the Hard Rock. And I give shout out to Budu as well for the consistent no mod score for Romania. But yeah, as you said, Emmerich, it's surprising that New Zealand have picked this in every single match they've played in group stage and overmodded it every single time, and I believe they've won the map every single time as well. They're just good. They're just really good at overmodding, I guess, and they just feel really confident on a really volatile, short tech pick, which to me seems super coin flippy, but New Zealand knows something I don't, I guess.
Especially with both Hard Rocks FCing, not the hidden and the no mod.
Yeah.
Definitely does show big confidence on New Zealand.
I mean, they have the Hard Rock lineup. I feel like after that, Hard Rock 2 is just an obvious pick here, because you have Osbert on a Hard Rock Demon Tear. Psyche with Psyche is almost always going to be good on Hard Rock, so I think it makes that Hard Rock 2 look really, really good now. They're clearly not afraid of picking short, volatile maps like the free mod one, so Hard Rock 2 should be an obvious one they can go to in later. But for now, it's going to be Romania to respond back. So far, 2-2. This match has been as close as we hoped it would be between two titans of the group stage. Let's see what Romania goes into here. They still have some gimmickier reading stuff to pick. They have that hidden 1. You have no mod 5, which is precision, but a little bit in that gimmicky range. You could go no mod 4, and it's going to be no mod 4.
Yeah, no mod 4. I was about to say, like, luckily for Romania, they don't have near as many picks in this pool as New Zealand does, I think, at this stage in the match especially. New Zealand's got way more variety, I think. But thankfully for Romania, it is just a best of 9, and it is only a single ban, so they're not going to run into problems of, the pool running thin. They are not going to run out of picks in a match where you only get, 4 picks max. So, not going to have that problem, thankfully. And they will be going for no mod 4 here. Going for the tech pick, and I think this one does make sense. I believe, who won the tech pick in qualifiers? I'll just double check that real quick. It was Romania. Yeah, Romania did win the tech pick in quals by 14,000 points.
By one slot, dude. Wait, look at these. No mod 4 in qualifiers. Romania 41st, New Zealand 39th and 38th, Romania 37th. So the consistency between these two teams on the no mod 4 quals was unreal. All of the scores are right next to each other, and even in groups, their 50k score difference, Romania has an advantage. So it really couldn't be closer in terms of previous score lines for these two teams.
Yeah, and I mean, 50k difference, and again, Romania did win the no mod 4. Both these teams have played it once in the group stage, and Romania did come out on top barely. So this should be a close one, and I think, there's two scenarios here. One is Romania feels they underperformed and they can do much better than the score they got. Makes sense for the pick. The other scenario is Romania don't feel like they have many picks, and this is just the best one they think they've got. So we'll see if it pans out for them. At the end of the day, you win by 1,000 points, you win by 1 million points, it's still a point on the board, and that's all that matters here for Romania. If they can get to that 3rd point, then they're one more map away from securing the tiebreaker, which is, I mean, that's all you can really ask for.
Also, another thing I think worth mentioning with this pick is, you mentioned it before, Romania won't run out of picks, but they don't exactly have that many picks. A lot of the maps in this pool is sort of leaning into something New Zealand is likely going to have a head-to-head lead on. So even when the advantage is as small as it is on this no mod 4, it's still an advantage. So it's still worth picking into, as thus far nobody missing as we go into the real meat of this map.
Difference there, the act difference, 93% from Osber is really cranking the lead. Like, even though it's 8-way FCs, there's a 90k difference, and as I say, the Osbert breaks. Really showing it.
Oh, no. He's holding.
Oh,
Bancho, I think.
Hey, oh, nice, Bancho. Good job.
Good job, Bancho.
Either way, he has an A rank with 93% AC, but still holding the combo.
Yeah, I mean, Osbert's been combo gaming today, man. The double FC, FCing Hard Rock 1, FCing Free Mod 1, both with fairly low accuracies. Comes in for the no mod 4 as well, still holding the FC. See if he can do the same thing. At the end of the day, I doubt we're going to see Romania 4-way, so if Osbert FCs, it could just be the difference. Very, very well could be. As we now get into the real portion of the map, I think missing in the first half of this map is really tragic, and no one has happened to do that. So it's now riding on this. Yeah, this is where the breaks are big. And
Snails!
there it is, it's Osbert! Osbert goes down!
Romania is still holding on to that 4-way with a quarter of the map left. There's just no way they're able to keep all of these combos going. They have a 200k score lead now. It's only building. They have a bit of a cushion with any misses. Osbert, the only one to really be finding any struggles on this map. But I mean, the level of performance here is still a 7-way. There's just no way all of these FCs hold. Who's going to be the one to find the breaks or really see all of these combos? Psyche gonna be finding the break. Romania, though, still on a 4-way.
There he goes.
Oh, I mean, this is...
Unfortunately, no 4-way. Unfortunately, no 4-way. But 3-way, that's still insane. 3.5 million score on this number 4 is legit no joke. That is no joke.
This has to be the #1 score of the group stage. There's no way
I think
there's no way anyone's 4-wayed this.
Surely that is
an
absurd.
insane improvement from their last match, I think.
Yeah. unbelievable improvement. I think they almost. I mean, what did they? Yeah, they got what 600k more. They got 3 mil last time they played this, and they just got what did they get? 3.6 just then. Ridiculous score. I would very confidently say that was the #1 score of the weekend, or did a team 4-way actually? Oh, I believe a team did 4-way. Singapore 4-way. I wonder if this is still a higher score though, because of the accuracies, or not. I would have to double check that. Because Romania had some really good acts on some of those players, and the only player that didn't FC still got a really high score, so probably very close.
Regardless, though, extremely impressive from Romania here. And New Zealand going right into the free mod 2, so leading both into their tapping strength, as this being a flow aim stamina pick, as well as their free mod strength, having those comfort modded players. So should be really good for them, but with how Romania's been playing, no pick is truly secure here. And you really don't want to be the first one to give up a break point with a matchup this close, with two teams this strong. But with the mods, I think PsyQ is a lock for Hard Rock, but there's several players I could imagine taking the hit in here. Could be Kyujin, could be Emilbus, could be Osbert. Any of them could go for the hit.
Yes. Interestingly, Kyujin SS'd this the last time they played it. They had an incredible team score on this map, 3.82 million. So, let's see what they go for. New Zealand.
Ooh.
New Zealand, yeah. Romania have not played this in the groups yet.
And also Badu, no Badu. They picked an anti-Badu map, so this is a bit of a less like they're gonna be leaning not on a solo carry. Actually, that's not true. Anyways,
well, I mean, you're looking at Eternum, right? Eternum's that guy for Romania on streams, always.
That's true. But yeah, first time we're gonna be seeing anyone other than the core format for Romania, except for pregnancy. Alex Billy. Or I don't know how to say that. Alex Bele. I don't know.
Alex and Capybaras.
Alex Bele.
And Capybaras coming in, one of their rookies, alongside Pregnancy and Robotonic. Oh, maybe not. No, Kest coming in actually, changing their mind. Capybaras will not be getting a debut in this matchup against New Zealand. Be Kest, but yeah, no Badu, which is scary because also not only is this no Badu, who's Romania's best player, of course. New Zealand are terrifying on flow aim. You don't want to verse New Zealand on flow aim.
It's interesting as well because you look at the no mod 2 and quals, and Romania actually had the head-to-head lead against New Zealand. Both teams putting up some pretty good scores. So the flow aim should be pretty contested. Romania, despite not having Badu on this pick, they've built a really good tapping lineup, as we talked about before with Romania's head-to-head against New Zealand on the double time 2 and quals. But I think the benefit for New Zealand here is the mods. I think that's what makes this pick so much more appealing to them, because they have players, like they have the PsyQ Hard Rock, they have Emilbus Hidden Hard Rock, so 2 Hard Rocks for the the comfort, as well as Osbert on the hidden. So I think it's the mods that should favor them here, but Romania no slash on flowing.
Worth mentioning really quickly as well, before we get into the real meat of this map, Capybaras FC'd the no mod 2 for Romania in qualifiers, and actually is not in for this map, which is like the most no mod 2 map like ever.
Yeah.
So that's very, very surprising, but we'll see if Kahest can put up a great score in replacement of Capybaras. But other than that, we're still seeing an 8-way. Both teams are going to be so comfortable on this pick, and there goes Alex to drop it, traded by Emilbus, so still a 6-way.
It's definitely interesting to see them just pick free mods and just overmod every single one. Like this one's even more shocking because it's AR 9.6. Like it's not even that low. It's just a usual flowing map, and it's still overmodding. So, and it doesn't really seem to be working out, but they are definitely scary for New Zealand.
It could be backfiring for sure.
Especially
unless you are unbelievably confident at Hard Rock, like to a ridiculous level. Like you are one of the best Hard Rock players in the world. You just never overmodded here. Origin at a break. Now just 2 FCs left for Romania, up against 3 for New Zealand. So New Zealand with the combo lead.
Ooh, Origin will see that. Yeah, not. Unlucky.
I mean, this is an evil break. I mean, if you've played tournaments before, especially like you, Emrak, you get into these positions, like the break pops up. It's a 14,000 score difference. Oh crap! I have to hold my combo. You know, yeah, you
That double
know
shot,
you
right?
cannot miss. And especially on a map like this, consistent tapping, consistent flow aim and spacing is so difficult to hold the nerves together. Emil Bus finds another break, the hidden hard rock not paying off, but will it matter? The three-way is still intact for New Zealand, and they're pulling the lead further and further towards their side. The two-way there for Romania, but it will not matter as New Zealand... Wait, Ozbert finds a miss.
Wait!
It's out of time.
Okay.
We're out of time. It
Nice.
Oh man, it was close. It was close in the ending, but...
Wow.
Psyche, Kyujin, the
That
two
was
rocks
close.
for the New Zealand roster, they hold it
Oh.
together.
Wait, Eternum was on Hard Rock. They
Yeah,
put their
it was.
carry for the free mod 2 on Hard Rock, which is interesting. I wonder why.
I mean,
Definitely
against New Zealand, where the map is relatively comfortable, I think you might just have to do it if nobody else has the chance of getting a big score on Hard Rock. So for this early stage, you might just have to do it, unfortunately. And Romania almost getting it, but New Zealand just a tiny step ahead, now taking the match 3-3, as both teams look to make their last pick. Romania first here, and now if you were Romania here, what do you think is their best option, Emmerich? What do you think is going to be New Zealand's weakness in this moment?
I think they will. I think the only maps that they can pick really is maps that will have Badu in it, because well, for one thing, Badu is their solo carry player and their best player overall, and New Zealand, I think they struggle a lot on gimmick. Maybe not struggle a lot, but as we say that they pick Hidden 1, which is interesting. I expect them to pick Hidden No Mod 5, definitely.
I mean, this makes sense as well. I will say for the Hidden 1, this one isn't like generic or anything. It's like kind of swing tech finger control with some snap aim in there. So, this one makes sense. But as you said, I think No Mod 5 and Hidden 1 were really the only two realistic picks here for Romania. They could have shocked me and gone for a No Mod 1, but I wouldn't have expected it really. It was this or No Mod 5. And it's going to be this. I think this one makes more sense. They were the team that came out on top on both of the Hiddens in qualifiers over New Zealand. Won them by 300 and 600k respectively over New Zealand in quals. So it makes sense to go for Hidden here. Hidden 2 was banned. Let's get the Hidden out of the way and see if we can cast a tiebreaker today. I'd be ecstatic to do so, as I've casted nothing but sweeps this OWC
I'd be
so
elated.
far. Yeah, I'd be elated.
Oh, dude.
Let's try cast with Emrek and do a tiebreaker.
Give me
Yes.
a tiebreaker, please, Lord.
We
Romania just win
need
this pick.
tiebreaker.
New Zealand win the
I
No Mod
speak
2
for everyone.
afterwards.
Yeah.
I speak for everyone,
This-
including the players. They all want tiebreaker.
Absolutely. And I think that is very true, actually. Like, this is... If Romania don't win this, I'm so worried. Like, I think it might be over, because
Yeah.
it's not that I don't think Romania can't win. Like, they absolutely could win, like, a No Mod 2 or the other free mod pick from New Zealand, but New Zealand just looking so dominant on the maps they're picking today. So,
Yeah.
it's
And
scary
also-
for sure.
And also, I just don't think there's no world where Romania. I mean, there is a small chance, but New Zealand on that No Mod 2, that's scary. That's really scary. I can't lie.
Yeah.
And Badu is definitely
I mean-
not on No Mod 2. So.
Both teams have played the No Mod 2 in group stage so far, and yeah, New Zealand triple FC'd it. And their fourth player, Silent Hill, who I believe is one of their rookies, a previous 2-year OWC player for Denmark, if I remember correctly. Got a fairly low score on that, so I would imagine they probably just swap Silent Hill out for someone else, and they had a 3-way FC on top of that. Had a 3.3 million team score almost. Romania had 2.8 mil, so... looking very good for New Zealand. If they can win this pick, they might be able to close things out 5-3, but we've got to get through this Hidden 1 first, and I'm favoring Romania, and I'm sure everyone in the chat is as well who wants to see a tiebreaker, because this should be Romania favored, and then moving forward, the No Mod 2 should be New Zealand favored, so here we go.
And for Romania, obviously looking out for Badu as the main carry, as your main rock for the consistency test of this map. But Romania has a fantastic hidden lineup in general. In New Zealand, though, they have some hidden players of their own. I think notably Ozbert, Kyujin, Emil Bus, they all like their hidden. Psyche coming in, prefers the hard rock, but can play a little bit of everything as he's doing right now. And thus far, nobody to break a quarter into the map. We're seeing a little bit of a... We've seen a couple maps go like this, with just an 8-way coming out the intro.
Yeah, a lot of maps today. We've seen 8 ways for like the first half. Surprisingly, both teams are really on lock today. You can tell both playing, I would say, close to their highest potentials. No one is wanting to falter. Oh, Kahest actually didn't quite catch that. Did find the break. Oh, and there goes a Turnham. That's really big for New Zealand. That is not what you want at the halfway point. Yeah, at the halfway point as well for Romania. That's heartbreak.
Yeah, that is rough.
New Zealand now just have to dial in. The map does sort of take a step up towards the end, but New Zealand has the players for it. Unfortunately, Psyche and Emil Bus, that's a double break. Now the FCs are mashed, and it's Romania is going to start slowly taking the score back, assuming everything stays equalized.
Oh, but there goes Origin.
Misses. There it goes. There it goes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's a big miss because Psyche already had broken the FC, so his repeat miss didn't really matter. But now it's just Badu. The big carry for Romania can't do enough against Kyujin and Osbert. Osbert today is playing incredible for New Zealand and is holding onto this FC alongside Kyujin on the hidden one, and it looks like they're going to be taking the break point. I think it's over.
This might be over, but you never know. Maybe Romania could hit the jackpot on Nemo 2. Could happen.
We'll have to be hoping for it, as Badu could not do this hidden one all by himself, as New Zealand just has the team consistency on the hidden on lock. 600k as the score floor, and that double FC from Kyujin. And Osbert, as you mentioned, has been FCing several maps on different skill sets. Has been playing really, really well for New Zealand, and they needed this performance from him today. As Romania back against the wall, New Zealand has match point advantage as they go for the last pick.
Osbert with the trash talk with 3 question marks.
3 question marks as a mad trash talk.
Questioning on Romania's performance. Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. But what do New Zealand, do they go no mod 2? I mean, it's what we expect. They definitely don't go no mod 5. I don't think they go no mod 1. So we're looking at no mod 2, free mod 3, and I would question mark if they pick no mod 5. So no mod 2, free mod 3, or hard rock 2, or hard rock 2, or hard rock 2. Yeah, absolutely.
Hard rock 2 and no mod 2. There's no word where they don't pick either of those. To be honest, I don't think
they should.
I honestly really like Hard Rock 2. I mean, it's so volatile. It's such a short map. It can be so difficult to combo through. But considering how they have 2 Hard Rock players who have been kind of going crazy in the Hard Rock today between Osbert and Psyche, I think it's a really good option because on the side of Romania, you probably just have a Turnham who is going to really match it. You also have Badu as well, especially in that kind of map. So I think the type of precision it is might dissuade them from picking it, but they're going to ask for a timeout, which I believe they do have. They should be able to have a 2 and a timeout if they would like. Oh, no, they go for no mod 2.
No, they go for no mod 2.
Alright.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, they need for a timeout. But also,
yeah, I mean, Hard Rock 2 was a great pick as well, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I should also add, if you're a Finnish fan in the chat, I believe that if Romania loses, Finnish goes into the bonus bracket for next week, so you better be happy for New Zealand if you are a Finnish fan. Yes. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. If Finland probably make it through groups if Romania lose. Yeah, I think you're right. It might depend on the next match, right? Romania, Indonesia.
It'll depend on Romania, Indonesia, because that'll result in the point differential, because point differential will be the tiebreaker if every other team is 1-2.
I see.
Yeah. So, but you are right in the sense that I think New Zealand do need to win this for Finland to still possibly go through.
The answer is yes, because if New Zealand loses this, then either Indonesia or Romania will have to end up being 2-1. So it'll be New Zealand and then one of those teams, which means Finland can't proceed. So if you want Finland to have a chance, you need New Zealand to win this. So you are de facto backing them up by proxy.
Absolutely, and here we go. It's the no mod 2. And like we said, like, yeah, Hard Rock 2 was also a great pick, Free Mod 3 as well, but going for the no Badu factor instead. Hard Rock 2, Badu, of course, would have been in. And so take him out of the lobby, but as we were mentioning, Romania's tapping roster is still really good. And we are actually going to see Silent Hill in again here for New Zealand. Haven't seen them in for any maps today. Had a bit of a shaky performance on the No Mod 2 for New Zealand last time they played it in the group stage. Rest of their players all FCing, but I could absolutely attribute that to OWC nerves. Silent Hill, newer player for the New Zealand roster. Has played OWC previously for Denmark. Yes, so that is a flag change player. They're going to be coming back in here again.
And the nerves, man, the nerves are going to be striking again here because playing for New Zealand, this could be it. This could be over, and you don't have to worry about the RNG nature of having to play a tiebreaker. And it's lots riding on Silent Hill coming in. A lot of pressure here when it's your first map of this match. But backed up by a very, very strong tapping team on the side of New Zealand, Kyujin, Osbert, Saikyu. And Romania here, they have their tapping lineup, which their tapping lineup is to be feared despite not having their star player Badu.
Yeah, you're definitely favoring New Zealand on this No Mod 2, absolutely. Especially the fact that both these teams have played it in the groups and New Zealand looked like the convincing favorite. So Romania, they're going to have to pull something out of the bag here. And early on, Kahest with the only break, but it's only an 80 combo difference. We'll see if that's going to end up mattering or making a difference in the end. This is pretty short, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. New Zealand have to see if they can put on the same type of performance they did last time. Silent Hill did find a miss, but Origin was there to trade it from Romania. So 2 FCs to 3, and there goes Silent Hill again with another miss. So still 2 FCs to 3, but Kahest is practically on an FC as well. Very close.
Yeah, the drop was so early.
It is basically a 3-way. Wait, what's that banshee? Wait, no, oh shit. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Rex sweat on OWC!
Oh my god,
live.
Oh no. That's strike 2.
Silent Hill finding another break.
Anyways, 3-way for New Zealand. Let's just ignore the last 20 seconds, please.
Yeah.
Look how close the scores are.
MB.
4K lead for New Zealand. The combos are very close. As New Zealand still holds that 3-way, there was the break as well. So if you're going to be nervous, now is the time. And it's going to all come down to this ending. Romania takes the score lead with that recovery from Origin.
Oh man, the shakes.
Oh, the shakes from Capybaras.
Capybaras finds a break. One of the big tapping players for Romania. Kahest goes down as well. That might just be all she wrote for Romania. Saikyu did find a break in the midst of it as well and was there to trade. 2 FCs to 1. Origin has the recovery. I don't know if there's going to be time here for Romania. Kyujin or Osbert have to break, and Osbert has just been doing work for New Zealand today, man. Silent Hill's there to break again. But one of these FCs has to drop for New Zealand if it's going to matter. 100k difference, and it won't in the ending. Kyujin and Osbert pull it home for New Zealand and take down Romania 5-3. And wow, man. I think Osbert's just my MVP for today.
Dude, I had to check the stats, but indeed you are right. He has the match cost of the match just a tiny bit ahead of Kyujin and even above Badu. I mean, which I think going into this, you look at some of the star players for New Zealand, but it was Osbert today who just came out in the clutch on so many of these maps as the difference maker. And really well done to New Zealand here as they get through this group stage 3-0 against some strong competition here. Romania putting up a good fight, but Romania is now down 0-2 as they look to play their last match. Not something you'd expect from a team seeded 12th.
No, I think Pick'ems as well. Like how many, I think it's something like 90-something% had Romania picked to get out of this group on Pick'ems, so very, very unexpected.
Any thoughts, Emre? Your prediction worked. New Zealand did, quote unquote, destroy Romania.
The mastermind.
The mastermind. Came in, wrote the script, got a nice little triple curse on Romania on the first map and made them all miss. And then New Zealand did end up winning, so 2 for 2 from you, Emmerich. But that is going to be GG's for New Zealand. They will be progressing through the group stage. They are 3-0, won all of their matches, and they will be moving in to the round of 16. So congratulations to them. Romania, on the other hand, are Romania definitely out now? I don't actually know.
It's gonna come down to well, it's gonna be Romania versus Indonesia, and considering Indonesia has already won a match, if Indonesia beat Romania, then it's just gonna be New Zealand, Indonesia to move up. If Romania beats Indonesia, it's gonna come down to point differential, because it's gonna be 3 teams at 1-2. It's gonna be whoever team has the best point differential, which will depend on that match. So it's actually hard to call it. Everything's riding on that last match though, between Romania and Indo for who gets second.
Yeah, so hopefully we can have, for that match at 14:30 UTC, hopefully maybe one of the casters on that match there will get that statistic for you guys so you know what you're looking for when you're watching that one in terms of who's going to be moving on, but that'll be something that we'll be waiting for then. What were you going to say, Emmerich?
I just wanted to ask, because I'm clueless, like you. I thought if you get 3rd or 4th in this group, then you would just get your loser bracket.
Yeah. You won't get on because this is the upper group stage because of the seeding. So you'll still be.
Oh no, you're right.
In the bracket, you'll just be on the losers end.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about that. So yeah, absolutely, they're not. Yeah, they won't be like eliminated from the tournament. Just be in the loser bracket in the round of 16. Yep. But yeah, that is going to be GG's to New Zealand, moving on to the upper bracket of the round 16. And our next match will be in a little ways away from now at 13 UTC. It's going to be at about 2 hours. We're going to have Austria and Thailand, followed by Greece, Hong Kong, and followed by many, many matches. We'll have a big block coming up for you today later on after this 2-hour break. But other than that, that's been us. Was glad to cast a nice 5-3, not another sweep for me. And thank you so much, guys. Vordy casting alongside me, and Emrek in here for the TriCast. I hope you had fun, man. It was.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was good stuff. I'm just glad it wasn't a 5-0. That's all we could really ask for.
Yes. Congratulations to New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's your boys.
Congratulations.
Right there,
that's my boys.
That's your boys. But that is going to do it for us for now. Make sure you tune back in about 2 hours for Austria versus Thailand. And other than that, I've been Mavs, this has been Vordy, and this has been Emrek. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you at 13 UTC. And till then, take care.
Bye.